It's interesting because when I first got married, it was pretty fun to have my own home and to decorate. And I did a lot of cute things. I crafted and did and had cutesy things on my wall. As my children started growing and as I started having a family, I realized that that I was their teacher, their mom, their teacher, their confidant. It wasn't until I began working actually at Foundation Arts that I saw so much and felt so much through art. I had always enjoyed certain pictures, but I never understood fully the feelings that come from art until I was surrounded by it. And something happened to me. I realized that the spirit is in them. Just like when you fill your home with music, it has a different feel than when there's loud yelling in your home. It's just a different feel. And so gradually something happened to me. I began understanding how art could bless me and my family. So I was reading one day, and in 1 Nephi chapter 6, verse 6, and it says, wherefore I shall give commandment unto my seed, that they shall not occupy these breastplates with things that are not of worth unto the children of men. And I realized at that moment that we have limited time and limited space to teach our children, just like the plates to write on, to bear testimony of, to write about the commandments and their experiences. We have limited time with our children, as they're skittering around our feet and making messes. We just don't have enough time, and I realized that we don't have enough. We can't waste our wall space. We can't waste our table space. We can't waste the time that we have with them on cutesy and not important. That they need to feel what's important to them, and they do that by what's around them, by their environment. I always had a picture of Jesus. I always had a picture of the temple, but I realized that what I was missing was the full environment, the full effect of what it can do. I realized that what I put on my walls was actually a reflection of who I was, and how important it was for me to know that I had a testimony for my kids to walk into a room and know that I knew that God lived and that my Savior means something to me, and that I wanted them to go to the temple, and so I realized that I could bear testimony to them every day, just by what was in my room, the rooms, and what was on my walls, and what was about them. I used to think that I couldn't afford to do these things. I couldn't afford to buy art, but I gained an understanding that I really can't afford not to. I really can't. And so I found ways, simple and expensive ways. A card that's $2.25, and you pick a dollar frame and you stick it in their room. It just really doesn't take much. It just takes thought.